August. Time.
Sure, go ahead.
Close enough?
Close enough.
Go for
All
it,
right,
sir.
we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is February 10th, 9 a.m. Welcome to the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays, representing District 3. I am the chair this year. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1. And on my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. First item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
We have several items on the consent agenda today. Is there a motion?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay. Under appraiser, it's Keller Craig and Associates, $15,000 is for a capitalization rate study. Under Equipment Fund, Kent Fence Company Incorporated, $11,360 is for fencing at Boswell Park. Under General Expenses, Restoration Waterproofing Contractors totaling $18,045 is for restoration work on the All Veterans Memorial. Under Lake Shawnee, Merricrete LLC, $12,100 is for concrete work at Lake Shawnee Golf Course Driving Tee Range. Total vouchers is $1,875,384.15. If there's no questions, I would move for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
Okay, I'll move for approval of the correction orders.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Department of Corrections number 1, consider approval of request to post and fill a new programs specialist position for the Adult Community Corrections Operation at an estimated cost for salary and benefits of $84,715 to be paid from fiscal year 2022 agency budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brian Cole, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. To start off with, this was a position that we requested through our budget process to the Department of Corrections, which they were fine with and were able to provide the funds for. So I wanted to be able to, which was also provided to you guys and things like that. But this is a position, as we see the growing need in community corrections for programs, we have outgrown the one program specialist position we have and going into 2. Now, in doing this, that we intend to post and fill a new position in the facility, which we do expect, which would be, within community corrections. We do expect it to be somebody who has been fairly senior. That's why for the anticipated cost. But we will not be backfilling the person who fills at that position. So if a ISO gets the position, which it would be one of them, we will not be coming back to fill that position. So it's almost, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's about $10,000 more to our budget, which we can sustain in our budget through the Department of Corrections. But again, with the issues of prison reform that's out there that's been coming our way, and some wishes of the Department of Corrections, they're really asking us, even through the pandemic, to up our game with programs, and this is one way we can do that. So I stand for any questions you may have.
Brian, what happens if you get a rock star external candidate?
This will, well, first thing it'll be internal first. What
Okay.
we always try to do is try to promote within first. So we're going to, especially when it's with somebody who's already ingrained into the system. So we are going to do something first in-house, which we have quite a few people that have been there 20 or more years at there. They're doing excellent jobs. So I'm confident we will find a rock star person inside. And if not, and if I meet with Tim Phelps, the major over there, and we truly feel in HR that if we truly feel that the candidates did not meet our expectations through the hiring process, we will go outside.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks for that explanation. Any other questions for Brian?
I'll move for approval.
I'll second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next item, please.
Item C, Parks and Recreation. Number 1, consider approval of request for one employee to attend the 2022 National Outdoor Recreation Conference, May 2nd through the 5th in Knoxville, Tennessee, for a professional development opportunity at a cost not to exceed $2,500 with funding from the department's operating budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Laurent, Director, Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. So we think this is a worthwhile conference to attend, and it focuses on outdoor recreation, and we'd like to send one of our staff and be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Tim?
None. I would move for approval.
Second.
Okay. Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Tim? Next item, please.
Item C2, consider approval of request to reject bids for janitorial services at various community centers and continue with the current services.
Good morning, Commissioners. Randy Luby, Parks and Recreation. Last fall, you gave us permission to go out for bid for janitorial services for our community centers. We were doing this mainly, we have been very pleased with, we do our cleaning services in-house, and honestly, the community centers are very clean, but we thought we'd explore the cost of having it contracted out. And when we got the bids, we thought it was a little higher than what we anticipated, and we feel we can do it cheaper in-house and continue to the quality of keeping the community centers up to par. Susan Fowler-Hensler, Recreation Superintendent, is here. She basically headed this project off. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Any questions for Randy?
I would move for approval.
I'll second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Next item, please.
Item D, Public Works. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C56-2022 with Finney and Turnip Seed Transportation and Civil Engineering, LLC, to provide professional design and construction engineering services, replacement of the Southwest 61st Street Bridge over 6 Mile Creek, at a total lump sum cost of $102,100.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Niehaus, Director of Public Works. In the course of a recent biennial inspection of this structure, it's on Southwest 61st, just west of Auburn Road, we discovered this issue. This bridge is, what it is it's a kind of a multi-plate half pipe. There's 2 of them, and in itself, the plate structure, it has really no strength. But when you encase it in a stone facing, a head wall, and then you have a soil mass above it, that's where it gets its strength. And as you can see from this picture here, the head wall is slowly degrading. There's 2 layers of facing, stone facing in this head wall. And in the past inspections, it was noted that the external facing was coming off the head wall. Well, what we have now is we have the second facing coming out, and it's exposing the fill in the structure. Because of that, I want to get this structure replaced as soon as possible, and that is the reason that I'm here before you this morning, is I would like permission to bypass the normal professional services selection process, bring Finney and Turnip Seed on board, get this structure replacement going quickly. I'm hopeful that we can get a replacement structure constructed and in place before the end of the year. And in order to do that, time is of the essence, and it would really help us a lot if we could move forward with this emergency selection. Questions?
Questions for Kurt?
What type of bridge would you be replacing it with?
It looks like it's going to be a 3-span haunch slab. That would be similar to the bridge that we put in just southwest of Silver Lake here last year. It's a great design that'll last forever almost. That's kind of what we're thinking about right now.
Will this widen this bridge then?
32 foot, yes.
Okay.
How old is this?
I think this dates from the 40s,
Okay.
if I recall.
Looks like a cool looking bridge with
Yeah.
stone on it and everything.
Any other questions?
Okay.
I would move for approval.
Second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item D2, consider awarding bid to Bettis Asphalt and Construction Company, Inc. of Topeka, Kansas for a pavement repair project Southeast 6th Street from Kiroko Road to K4 Highway westbound off-ramp at a cost of $496,032.25. And the authorization and execution of contract C-54-2022 for same as approved on December 9th, 2021. Project funding will come from the Public Works Special Highway Fund and the 2021 Public Highway Operational Budget.
Courtney House, Director of Public Works. I'd like to make one change before I get into my presentation. The funding will be both the Special Highway Fund and 2021 Public Works Operational Funds. I talked about this structure late last year. We've been working on this for quite a while. Originally, we were going to do a concrete repair, and that proved too expensive. So we're going to go back and mill the longitudinal joints and some of the transverse joints. We're going to fill it with asphalt. We're going to cover it with a very good layer of tack oil using special equipment, and then we're going to put an asphalt overlay on this, and we believe this will last for quite a while. On January 26th, we received one bid. It was just marginally less than our engineer's estimate, so I'm here before you asking the commission to award this bid and move forward and execute this contract for construction work.
Any questions for Kurt?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. Next item, please.
Item E, Audit Finance Number 1, consider approval of request for ARPA SLFRF funds to be allocated for the hazard premium pay for 2021 of $1,700 per FOP bargaining unit employee as specified in Contract C6 2022, Section 12.9.
Good morning, Betty Greiner, Director of Administrative Services. This is a request to designate funding. The FOP contract was approved on January 10th. So the ARPA SLFRF, that is the American Rescue Plan Act, state and local fiscal recovery funds, allows for premium pay as an eligible expenditure. So the Shawnee County Spark Committee is recommending that the premium pay be paid from ARPA SLFRF.
Okay, any questions for Betty? Okay, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you, Betty.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Item F, Commission, consider approval of request to award bid to Westside Stamp and Awards, DBA T-shirts, etc., excuse me, to provide a website for Shawnee County employees who purchase apparel, and authorization and execution contract C-57-2022 for same.
Good morning, Commissioners. Amanda Monholland, Public Information Officer. If you recall, back in November, I recently went out for an RFP to find a vendor to support us on a website for all of our Shawnee County employees to purchase apparel, plus also having the ability to have a fundraiser aspect to it as well. We would like to award the bid to Westside Stamp. They met all of our criteria, and they were very easy so far to be working with. And we are in the process as well as creating the website to allow a library of all of our logos, so that in the event someone wants to have their solid waste logo, or Parks and Rec wants to have something that's different, they have the ability to do that if they'd like. With that, we would like to execute the contract that is in front of you.
All right, any questions for Amanda?
No.
Surely we have some questions for Amanda, guys. Okay, I'll move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Item 5, public comment.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak today? Seeing none, next item.
Item 6, administrative communications.
Okay. Any department heads wishing to speak today? Okay, start with Tim.
Good morning again, Commissioners. Tim Lorette, Parks and Recreation. I'd like to ask Nate Greer to come up here and join me. Recently at our state conference, our Kansas Recreation and Park Association conference, Nate Greer, who's our sports events manager, was recognized as the Distinguished New Professional for 2022. Big award, big honor. We have a little video that I'd like to share with you, and then I think I'll try to coax Nate into saying a few words. Let's see.
Greer is the sports event manager for Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. In this position, Nate is responsible for running day-to-day operations of tournaments and sporting events for the department's 13 sports complexes and working with community groups and partners to enhance facility operations to maximize usage of sports facilities. He markets tournaments, special events, and facilities to secure state, regional, and national sporting events. Nate works hard to forecast future sporting trends and opportunities. In his first year with Shawnee County Parks and Recreation, Nate helped the department attract and manage 36 tournaments, resulting in $7 million in economic activity in Shawnee County from visitors staying in motels and hotels, eating in restaurants, buying gasoline, and visiting entertainment venues. Nate recruits, hires, trains, and schedules seasonal sports staff. He supervises the gate at sports complexes, handling responsibility for all money that comes through the gates. He also programs the message boards listing sponsorships and Shawnee County sports information. Personally, Nate brought a new level of professionalism to Shawnee County Sports Division. He works with outside agencies, including USSSA and USA Softball and national tournaments, Perfect Game to schedule regular weekend tournaments, and with Visit Topeka to attract national tournaments. The largest tournament attracted 39 teams from 7 states. These tournaments repeatedly draw compliments from visiting teams and officials, both for the quality and condition of Shawnee County's facilities and how well the tournaments are run. Please join us in recognizing Nate Greer as the recipient of the 2022 KRPA Distinguished New Professional Award.
Talk, but I just want to just let everybody know how proud we are of Nate. And we have, I don't want to start listing names, but we have a ton of very qualified, very energetic, exceptional staff. And Nate's just one example of that. But it's great to see him get recognized by his peers across the state, and we know what we hope we keep him. That's what I tell him all the time. Just because you got this award doesn't mean you can start shopping around, okay? We don't want you leaving. But with that, thank you, Nate, for everything you do, and I'll turn it over to you.
Good morning. Thank you. It's honestly a big honor to receive this award, something I wasn't expecting at all. I just wanted to thank Tim and Randy and everybody else at admin for nominating me. I don't really know how it all went down, but and just for their support, especially with projects, like the big one with the new turf over at Invista Softball Complex. Really excited about that. We know that that project for the complex isn't done. We have a lot of big ideas for other sports venues and facilities and leagues and programs and events. So I really wouldn't be here without my team, in our sports department, Darren, Derek, Kayla, Michael, and then all of our seasonal staff. I got the best seasonal staff, I think, in the entire state. They work so hard, especially my managers. So just wanted to thank them as well.
Great. Thank you, Nate. So Nate's going to be joining me next week at County Day at the Capitol. I invite you guys to come too if you aren't going to be there. But Parks and I wrangled Parks and Rec into setting up a table, so but Nate will be there with me. So any other department heads wishing to speak today? All right, seeing none. Next item, please.
Item 7, executive session.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did either of you have anything to?
I missed it too.
I'm
We
still
both were
finding
just-
my way, folks.
Well, Commissioner Mays and I attended a ribbon cutting yesterday. Honest Kitchen, I believe was the name, and their specialty is pet nutrition. And this just goes along with the whole ag corridor we're trying to develop. I know the Greater Topeka Partnership's been working on this, and this is just another important part of that wheel, and It's good to see them coming into Topeka. I think they were based, or they're still based out of San Diego, but they're expanding into the Midwest, and they have a lot of room for expansion, and I'm expecting big things from this group. So it was good to see.
Yeah, it was. 100,000 square foot manufacturing facility. It's big. Commissioner Cook?
I don't have anything to add. It was a very brief JADO meeting last night, very informative.
Yep.
So, well done.
Yeah. And then I will also say, we've got really not much planned for the agenda Monday, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel Monday's meeting. So our next meeting will be Thursday of next week. Any of you who had submitted your last minute items, I know there were a couple, we'll just move those to Thursdays. So sorry about that. Next item.
Item 7, executive session.
All right. We do have a need for executive session for 2 items. The first is in consultation with an attorney, personnel matters of non-elected personnel. That'll be for 10 minutes for the implementation of the wage study discussions. And then for 20 minutes, we will talk about matters relating to employer-employee negotiations, whether or not in consultation with the representative or representatives of the body or agency regarding the Teamsters contract. And so a total of 30 minutes. We will start right now. We're in executive session.
No action is.
No action is expected.
Second.
Oh, second. That's a motion. Second. Motion's by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor, aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
All right, we're back from executive session. No action was taken. We are adjourned.
Okay.